सुखसाधनम् आयुर्वेदोपदेशेषु विधेः परमादरम् आयुक्तामयमानेन धर्मार्थसुखसाधनम् आयुर्वेदोपदेशेषु विधेः परमादरम् आयुक्तामयमानेन धर्मार्थसुखसाधनम् आयुर्वेदोपदेशेषु विधेः परमादरम् आयुक्तामयमानेन धर्मार्थसुखसाधनम् आयुर्वेदोपदेशेषु विधेः परमादरम्.
Dear viewers, Ayurveda, the knowledge of life and longevity, is perhaps the oldest existing body of knowledge on the healing process. It is not merely a medical system, it is a way of life. This knowledge system deals with not only the problems of the body and mind, but also that of the human spirit and consciousness. In these days of changing paradigms, when Western science is looking to Eastern logic and spirituality to find solutions to physical, mental, spiritual and social problems, it is important for us to rediscover this holistic thought process in the interest of humanity at large. It is our humble attempt through this series to bring Ayurveda and its allied knowledge systems into your homes and hearts. We hope we have your blessings in this purposeful journey of ours. There is a great deal of interest in Ayurveda taken by people these days. To cash in on this, many big companies and multinationals who do not necessarily deal in Ayurvedic products have also joined the selling spree. What happens is, while marketing their toothpaste, shampoos and other products in new packages, they have started describing their products as Ayurvedic and herbal. However, we must realize that Ayurveda is a system which stresses upon the preventive aspects much more than the curative side. Curing by medicines is not the first priority of Ayurveda. We may have heard names like Dasamula Rasayanam, Balamrita Rasayanam and so on. But actually, there is a most important Rasayanam that Ayurveda prescribes called Achara Rasayanam. Have you ever heard of it?
Satyavadinam akrodham nivrittam madhyamaidhuna ahimsagam anayasam prasadam priyavadinam Satyavadinam akrodham nivrittam madhyamaidhuna ahimsagam anayasam prasadam priyavadinam Jabasauchaparam dhiram dhananityam tapasinam devago brahmanasari guru vritthartsaneratam Jabasauchaparam dhiram dhananityam tapasinam devago brahmanasari guru vritthartsaneratam नमशंस्य परं नित्यं नित्यं करुणवेदिनं समजाकरणस्वप्नं नित्यं क्षीरकृदाशिनं नमशंस्य परं नित्यं नित्यं करुणवेदिनं समजाकरणस्वप्नं नित्यं क्षीरकृदाशिनं देशकालप्रमाणज्ञं युक्तिज्ञम् अनघं कृतम् उपासितारं जितात्मना देशकालप्रमाणज्ञं युक्तिज्ञम् अनघं कृतम् उपासितारं जितात्मना धर्मशास्त्रपरं विद्यानरं विद्यरसायनं गुणैरेदेहि समुदिदैहि प्रयुक्तेयो रसायनं धर्मशास्त्रपरं विद्यानरं नित्यरसायनं गुणैरेदेहि समुदिदैहि प्रयुक्तेयो रसायनं रसायनगुणात्सर्वान् यथोक्तान् समश्नुते रसायनगुणात्सर्वान् यथोक्तान् समश्नुते.
If an individual is truthful, free from anger, sweet-spoken, following the right values of life, free from internal conflicts, such a person according to Ayurveda should be regarded as using rasayana or the techniques of rejuvenation on himself. Such a person does not have to take any herbs, medicines or therapy.
We talked briefly about what is rasayana. Rasayana is a substance or an entity which, if used properly in proper times and in proper amounts for a proper length of time, ensures that you have a very long and very healthy life. So mainly it is some therapeutic agent, like Chyawanprash I said was the most common, most popular example. But there is a possibility that if you follow a particular kind of regimen, we call it achara, right from getting up in the morning to sleep in the morning, whatever you do in the day, your eating, your work and all that, they all comprise what is known as achara. So if this achara can be modulated in the manner Charak describes, he says this is rasayan enough, you don't need an external agent to stay healthy.
We also believe in yoga about the Panchbhutas, that is Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi, and we also make use of the dimensions of the Trigunas, which are also part of the entire dimension, the Prakriti. And what we do here in yoga is that we use various techniques of yoga practices, like we have got Kriyas, something like the Panchakarma, we have got the internal cleansing process for cleansing the inner thing. Then we have got the asanas, we have got Surya Namaskar, we have got breathing practices, pranayama, and working at the mind level we use the meditation, at the emotional level we use the bhakti yoga, and at the intellectual level, understanding and the Upanishads and the Gnana yoga. And this total perspective is used to bring the balance at all levels, starting from the body level to the highest, the intellectual level.
In the second chapter of Ayurveda, in the Ashtanga Hridaya, in the second chapter, there is Dinacharya. The chapter is called Dinacharya. Dinacharya means daily routines and regimens. These are very much connected with the acharas that are explained in the Vedas.
The Vedic Dharma and the Ayurvedic Dharma are said to lead a good life, to achieve the money, and then to satisfy your deeds and desires and everything, then you reach moksha. Moksha iti moksha. You are living all these things after reaching after enjoying all these things, you are reaching a moksha. It is the same aspect called in Ayurveda also. So Ayurveda is having two main objects, that is Atyandika and Avastika. Atyandika means it is for the moksha. Avastika means there are two, again subdivided, that is Swastasya, स्वास्थ्य संरक्षणम आदरस्य विकार प्रशमनम.
The dinacharya, that is the acharas that are explained in Ayurveda, is in the Swasthavrta part. Ayurveda is generally classified into two. One is Swasthavrta and other is Aturavrta. Swasthavrta is the routines and regimens that one should follow, a healthy person should follow to preserve his health and promote his health.
Problem mainly is the time. We cannot manage our time. We are not managing our time. Some other system is managing our time. That is the most difficult situation. If we can try to make our time according to the text, to some extent we can bring back the dinacharya.
ദിനചര്യ ശരിയായിട്ട് വേണ്ടതാണല്ലോ. ബ്രാഹ്മേ മുഹൂർത്തേ ഉത്തിഷ്ഠയിൽ എന്നല്ലേ വരേണ്ടത്. ബ്രാഹ്മ മുഹൂർത്തത്തിൽ നിന്ന് എണീക്കണം, നേരത്തെ കിടക്കാൻ, ഏർലി ടു ബെഡ് ആൻഡ് ഏർലി ടു റൈസ്, ഇതിനല്ലേ നമ്മൾ പഴയുള്ളവർ പറയണത്. അതുമാതിരി നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ എണീക്കുകയാണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ, ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ 4 മണിക്ക് എണീക്കാറുണ്ട്. 10 മണിക്ക് കിടക്കും, 4 മണിക്ക് എണീക്കും. അപ്പോൾ 4 മണിക്ക് ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ 12 മണിക്ക് കിടന്നാലും 4 മണിക്ക് എണീക്കും. എന്നിട്ട് പിന്നെ ഉറക്കം പോരാതെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് എൻ്റെ കുളിയെല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പിന്നെ വേണമെങ്കിൽ 1 മണിക്കൂർ കിടക്കുക എന്നല്ലാണ്ട് എണീക്കൽ മാറ്റാറില്ല സമയം. ആ ദിനചര്യ നിർത്തിയായിട്ട് പൊക്കോട്ടെ എന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചിട്ട് അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ പതിവുള്ളൂ.
There are 3 aspects for Ayurveda. You have the preventive, the promotive and the curative. From preventive and promotive it had limited itself to curative. But today is going back to preventive and promotive, and you find a lot of people who are seekers of good because there's a better awareness, health consciousness has started increasing more in the West, and naturally it has started influencing India also. So you find people coming in search of it.
In the dinacharya or the daily routine of an individual, getting up early in the morning, that is Brahma Muhurta, is very important. Persons who do NASYA daily are supposed to develop strong, firm and good skin, shoulders, neck, face and chest. Their voice will also be pleasant. Their sense organs will be clean and efficient. The inhalation of medicated smoke on a daily basis will prevent diseases of the organs located over the shoulders and arising from Vata and Kapha.
One should live a healthy, long life. Pasyema sarada satam, jivema sarada satam, shrunuyama sarada satam, prabravama sarada satam, adinasyama sarada satam. Oh God, give me energy so that I see for 100 years. I hear good things from others for 100 years. I live for 100 years. I help others, give instruction, advice to others for 100 years. And I should not suffer for 100 years. And if possible for more than 100 years. This is all what Ayurvedic regimens, Ayurvedic medicaments, Ayurvedic therapies are aimed at.
व्याधि क्षमता बढ़ाने के लिए ज़रूरी है कि आदमी की जो रसायन चिकित्सा है हमारी आयुर्वेद की वो बहुत अच्छी ली जाए और दैनिक ऋतुचर्या दिनचर्या दैनिक जीवन अच्छा किया जाए तो आदमी का क्षमता बढ़ता है।
जहाँ पर नैसर्गिक रूप में काम करना, अपने दिनक्रम, अपने रात्रिचर्या, अपने ऋतु के अनुसार चर्या, इन सब का पालन बराबर होता रहे तब तक स्वास्थ्य का ये ठीक है। और यहाँ पर इन सब बातों को आप किसी के द्वारा करवाने लगते हो तो आपकी वो शरीर में वो काम करने की आपकी नैसर्गिक शक्ति कम होती है।
स्वस्थ के मतलब ही यह है कि स्व में स्थित हो जाना। स्व में स्थित होने के मतलब यह है कि तुम अपने जिस नियंता ने तुमको बनाया उस नियंता के शरण में चले जाना। कितना बड़ा उसका अर्थ है। केवल स्वस्थ के अर्थ ये नहीं कि हम कोई दवा खा करके और शरीर ठीक कर लिया। शरीर ठीक करना नहीं है, अपने स्व में स्थित हो जाना, ये केवल आयुर्वेद की ही विशेषता है।
There is a misconception among many that Ayurveda is too rigid a medical system and that it imposes too many restrictions and restraints on the individual. But many forward-looking younger Ayurvedic practitioners do not believe this is a correct assessment. किसी भी पदार्थ को हितकर या अहितकर, संपूर्ण हितकर या संपूर्ण अहितकर, इस प्रकार से वर्ग बना करके बोलना ये एकांतिकता का दोष होता है। एक ही दृष्टिकोण को पहलू में एक ही विचार से उसको देख करके बाकी दूसरी तरफ जो ध्यान देना चाहिए वो न देना, ये एक अपूर्णता है।
This very fundamental to Ayurvedic philosophy is that we don't say that the thing in itself determines. I mean, there's no ekanta name or one-way rule, that there's no magic tablet, or it's always considered as an interaction. I mean, the needs of an individual varies according to the climate, according to the season, according to the age, and all these factors. So we are not against anything modern. I mean, exercise also we say should be done in moderation. It depends on when you need exercise. I mean, just this kind of modern gym exercises, I mean, an overemphasis on developing a physical system, that is not healthy according to Ayurveda. Because Ayurveda's concept of exercise, but just for an example I can say, is that the lung capacity is given more importance than increasing the bulk of your body, like increasing your muscles. Because the lung has to supply oxygen. I mean, just for convenience I'm using the modern term, Ayurvedically it is called as prana. And there is an index between the area to be supplied and the capacity of the lungs. Most modern exercises increase the area to be actually supplied, and that puts more pressure on your lungs. That is not a balanced kind of exercise. So we have certain kind of universal parameters to assess what is best for an individual. We don't say this is good or this is bad. We say even poison is sometimes good, and what is amrita also sometimes become poison. So it is that approach. I mean, assimilate anything, find a proper place. I mean, that Advaitic philosophy is there. We are not against anything. We only say that everything has got its own place and time, and that is called as yukti in Ayurveda, yukti vyapashraya. Yukti means coordinating, bringing things together at the right place and at the right time. Everything has a value. You find out where it is valuable, and that makes all the difference.
ब्रह्मास्पृत्वायुषो वेदं प्रजापतिमजीगृहत् ब्रह्मा स्मृत्वायुषो वेदं प्रजापतिमजीगृहतोऽश्विनौ तौ सहस्राक्षं सोऽत्रिपुत्रादिकान्मुनि ते अग्निवेशादिकां तेदु पृथक् चन्द्राणि ते निरे ते अग्निवेशादिकां तेदु पृथक् चन्द्राणि ते निरे ब्रह्मा स्मृत्वायुषो वेदं प्रजापतिमजीगः ब्रह्मा स्मृत्वायुषो वेदं प्रजापतिमजीगः